I'm Adam Booth and you're watching Sporting Icons.
Okay, so Joyce and a member of his SJAM management team, I forgot the guy's name, very plain Jane kind of guy, went in on John Fury and Tyson Fury. Now, what they went in on John Fury for was because John Fury said that a fight with Tyson and Joyce is a meaningless fight. Meaningless. And Joyce, he was going in on Tyson by saying that Tyson talks a lot but doesn't fight a lot. He said he's going to fight me, but he's gone very, very quiet. If the fight with Usyk doesn't happen, he's going to fight me next. What's happening with that one? Why is he going to go fight Andy Ruiz Jr. and whatever else? And Joe's absolutely correct there, because at the end of the day, you've got Tyson Fury. He said if the Alexander Usyk fight falls apart for whatever reason, he will fight Joyce next. But yet we haven't seen or heard of Tyson Fury. And as Joyce's management guy quite rightly pointed out, Tyson has lost a whole ton of fans recently over this whole debacle with Alexander Usyk. People know it was Tyson that ducked Alexander Usyk. In fact, both Joyce and this guy mentioned the fact that whenever Tyson Fury has some kind of contract talks, they seem to fall apart. He could have fought Joshua, but didn't. He could have fought Usyk, but didn't. In other words, they were pointing the finger firmly at Tyson, and rightfully so. So I do fully expect Joyce to have, or to be spoken to a little bit by Frank Warren at some point, because he's not towing the company line of pushing out narratives that it's never Tyson's fault, it's everybody else's. But I want to see that fight. I do want to see Tyson Fury versus Joyce. I want to see that. It's an in-house fight. It shouldn't be complicated. Now, the only complicated thing is that Joyce is WBO mandatory and interim champion, so therefore he's not ranked in the WBC. Fury can only fight somebody in the top 15 of the WBC. That's all he can do. So, but there again, I'm sure they can work out something. I'm sure the WBC would rank Joyce if given the option. If Frank Warren called him up and said, hey, listen, we want to make this fight, I'm sure they would accommodate. Okay, I mean, it's not something that they're supposed to do, but Joyce would have to vacate his WBO mandatory and interim status in order for that to happen. But that's the only real stumbling block, isn't it? As far as money's concerned, as Joyce's management team quite rightly pointed out, well, it's a Tyson Fury show in the sense of he's the champion and he's the one who has to be the A side, so we have to be sensible in the negotiations. So it shouldn't be too complicated. For me as a boxing fan, and of course especially as a British boxing fan, there's only a couple of fights I want to see Tyson Fury in right now, and that would be Usyk, Joshua or Joyce. I don't want to see him fight anybody else. I don't want to see him fight Andy Ruiz Jr. or a fourth fight with Wilder or Chisora or anything like that. Don't want to see that. And quite where is Tyson anyway? He seems to have vanished off the face of the earth. He's probably in hiding because of all the backlash he got over the whole Usyk situation. He's lost a lot of fans. And him fighting a Joyce is the kind of fight that would maybe get some fans back on side. But is he going to do it? Time will tell. Right now, he seems to have gone in hiding, doesn't he? So anyway, my thoughts, drop me yours, click thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.